Okay, just a little bit about myself. I'm LaRon Chadwick. I'm the owner of Chadwick Financial Solutions, which is a credit repair company. I also help people with just different financial things all around, from budgeting, life insurance, because I'm also an insurance agent, and I'm also a licensed real estate agent too. I work for State Realty, but all in all, I'm all about finances and getting that credit together so you can do whatever it is that you want to do in life.
Mm, that's what's up. You in a lot of fields. I guess let me tap into your the credit with the credit rebuilding and how to go about that, because I know that's a struggle outside sometimes.
Oh yeah, the most important thing that we have an issue with is paying your bills on time. If you pay your bills on time, that's almost half the battle with credit. And that's why I also offer budgeting services, because a lot of times we live above our means, or we spend our whole paycheck, and then when life starts lifing, then we in a situation. So credit isn't as hard as people make it out to be. Pay your bills on time, and that's 35% of your credit score. As far as getting the credit score that you want, pay your bills on time. Don't apply for a bunch of credit. And if you have credit cards, don't max them out. I hear people say all the time, well, I was told get a credit card or go take out a loan and that'll build credit. That's not building credit. That's building debt. In order to build credit, you don't need to use no more than 30% of the credit line that you have. So if you have $1,000 credit limit, then you should never spend no more than $300, because the goal isn't to live off credit. You just need it for emergency purposes or to leverage for whatever you may have going on, such as business. And that's what, you need to get good credit so you can leverage it for a whole lot of other things. But we can get into that a little bit later.
Do you know about the 37% law that everybody, I ain't gonna say everybody, most people go by?
The 30 what?
The 37% law.
The 37% law.
Anything, basically like your odds in life, you got 37% chance of some working out and some not working out, and they say you can look at that the same way as paying for some or saving. Instead of
Oh,
saving
this
the
is my
30,
first time hearing that.
yeah, instead of saving the 30, you put an extra 7% on it. You squeeze that extra 7% in it, and that's the way you save in your life. You know what I'm saying? You give an extra 30. You want 30, but you give an extra 7% to make sure you reach your goal.
Oh, yeah. This is my first time hearing that. Never heard that before.
Yeah, I read a book on it a while back. But what's something that you see that's like a battle for people day to day when it comes to credit? I know you say just paying the bills on time, but is it because it's in their face and they can have it, or is it just like it's just spend it? I don't even know how to call it or say it.
Just being honest, I think, especially in our community, we too busy trying to impress people who don't even care about what you got going on, no way, or looking good for the book or TikTok or whoever want to look rich and not be rich.
Yeah.
And we are the only ones we are the biggest consumers. We spend trillions of dollars, but we own nothing. And so that's basically what I see. For example, I have people all the time that make hell of a lot of money. But if, for example, if you make $5,000, the goal isn't to spend $4,999 or $5,100, which most of the time that's what ends up happening. You ended up spending more than what you have. And so that is one of the things that I see when I do budgets with people. When I do a budget with somebody, and most people think of budgets as restricting you, or they, we all got debit cards and, we just swipe and we swipe, but we really don't know exactly how much money we make, or never really thought about it, because we just log into our app, see how much money we got at that point in time, and okay, I can do this, I can do that. And so what happens is you forgot about you hadn't paid your light bill. You forgot about, your kids got this coming up, or you didn't know that they had this coming up. And then that's what gets us into situations. Also with Afterpay, Klarna, all of these 444 payments, we affirm everybody just overdoing all of that. So what I see basically mostly with everybody is that we overspending.
And seeing how people do with credit, why is it that they lend so much out? I mean, I know it's different credit, bureaus and all that's approving you, but I mean, what is it? Why do they get approved so much?
Well, a lot of times in the beginning, you just you doing good and you managing, and then you may get a little pay raise or bonus, and then you pay a little extra on that credit card. And when you pay that little extra, you had that $1,500 limit. So now they like, let me go and bump them up to 2,000. Well, they bump them up to that 2,000, and then whoever it is, they may need brakes on their car. Okay, so that 2,000 they just got bumped up. Now they just had to spend that on getting brakes on their car, and then it's just a cycle. And by the time the credit card companies and whoever stop lending, you already trapped.
Yeah.
It's same with payday loans.
Yeah, I ain't never seen the payday loan section, but I do know that credit, just regular credit, eat a lot of people up.
Oh, payday loans is another thing that attacks our community. Most of us are told of, I don't know who telling them, but I guess other people in their family tell them, oh, in order to build credit, you go get a payday loan. And so payday loans normally have about a 400% interest rate, which shouldn't even be happening no way. Or people go to the title loan companies, and they end up in that cycle of paying whatever they have to pay to the title loan company or a payday company. And then the payday company is telling them, oh, well, you can just renew and get another loan and yada, yada, yada. And then they end up with 20 different payday loans and a lifetime customer, because it's like you never get them people paid.
So when it comes to fixing credit, when you fix your credit, how fast does it work for somebody to be able to get a house?
Well, it just depends, because
I know that's kind of what majority of people do it for. They don't start running to you until it's time to make a big purchase. A car,
most of them it's a car or a house, and most of them come. They won't come until they go and apply for the house, and then they get denied, or they go to the dealership and they get denied. Then it's like, man, I don't know what happened, but you got a 400. That didn't just happen yesterday. So it depends. And when I say it depends, like I can have a customer that the only thing they done ever had in their name was a cable bill from 2002, and for whatever reason it's still on their credit report. That's the only thing they done ever had. They ain't had no payday loans. They don't have a cell phone with Verizon or AT&T. I guess they got Straight Talk. They don't have nothing on their credit report. Well, the only thing they need to do is build credit.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that people that are in the 300s and 400s, it's easy to get them to 700 like in like 60 days, because chances are they just need to build credit, because they have nothing positive reporting on their credit. Folks that are in the 560s or low 600s, it takes a little bit longer, because they're the ones that's got late payments all over the credit report. They got, Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile on the credit report, along with utility bills and just all kinds of chaos. Bankruptcies, they got it all. So it's a lot. It takes a lot more to work with them than it does than somebody that's in the 300s or 400s.
I think I got one more. So what is it that we need to tell somebody or tell our people, and they, for them to be able to fix their credit and better, what they need to be aware of and how they need to go about trying to trying to resolve it? I know come to you for sure, but I
Yeah.
mean, what's some steps they can take?
Live within their means. That's live within their means. Do the old school way. A lot of people think you got to be fancy when it comes to a budget.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can just get out a sheet of paper and write down, okay, I brought home $1,200. This is what I got to work with. This is what I got to pay for. If you get your hair braided or you get haircuts or you get your nails done every week, that need to be included in your budget so you'll know exactly what you have left over. And if you see when you get through that you have $10 left over or no money left over or you in the red, then you need to start doing something different.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I got a quick question though. So who do you feel like I know you mentioned a lot of ways that people tend to mess up. What do you feel like is a way to not mess up? Like if somebody young and they come to you and let's say they got decent credit and they heard all the stuff you said, what would you tell them to just kind of just put a stepping stone or be like, hey, yeah, don't do that. What would you give somebody some advice that just kind of lost, but they ain't heard a lot of stuff? I guess I'm trying to word it in a way that, to where it sound good, to where like, what would you tell somebody who just lost?
Who just lost? Yeah. Well, again, it goes back to just live within your means, and don't apply for a bunch of credit just because you can get approved for it. Every time you go in Old Navy, every time you go in Dillard's, every time you go in whatever, and they say, "Oh, you're gonna get 20% off to apply for this credit card." Well, unless you spending thousands of dollars, that 20% only gonna get you, or 15% only gonna get you $5 knocked off your purchase or less. Yeah. And so it's really no point, because then you have that credit card that only works for Dillard's or Old Navy or Nordstrom or wherever you like to shop at. And you can't use it nowhere else, which is bound to get you in trouble. People are emotional spenders. True. So being an emotional spender, when things not going right for you, what you gonna do? You gonna pull out that card and you gonna still buy it. Yeah, you gonna look your best.
So if I felt like I wanted to get credit and I did want to get a credit card, what was a credit card you would tell me to get?
I would say start with Discover or Citibank.
Gotcha. Why you think that's the best ones to start with?
They just good to you. I don't really like Capital One, because with Capital One, even though a lot of people go to Capital One first, when you max out that card, Capital One has a tendency to keep reporting that high balance even when you paid it. So you may pay it today, you may come see me and I say, boy, you better go pay that credit card. You can sit there and pay it right there in front of me, and 3 months later it's still showing that balance is still high.
Gotcha. What's your opinion on credit unions?
Oh, I say use a credit union before you use Chase or any of the other banks, because credit unions are for the people, not for.
Gotcha. That's the route I always then went. Yeah. I mean, I got a little bit lucky. My dad they put me like in a credit union at 14.
Yeah.
And they was like, you mess up whatever you want to with this.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want to do, but don't mess up here.
Yeah. And what I tell people too is, when it comes to credit cards, don't get the department store cards unless you get the Lowe's or Home Depot. Get a Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover. Gotcha. Because you can use those anywhere. And if you like me and you like to travel, then get one that's going to fit traveling. So if you like traveling, then get a card with Barclays, which is not American Express, which is for American Airlines. And then that way you can earn mileage, you can earn points, you get free check luggage, or if you fly Spirit, you get you a Spirit credit card and gotcha. Do what it do. If you like staying in Hilton, get a Hilton, Marriott, Visa, MasterCard, American Express, because then you earning points. You can, you can do what you do with that. And versus a Dillard's, and you can't do nothing but look good.
Yeah, if you like Dillard's.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you like Dillard's, that is true. So I know that you like I said, I did do a little bit of research. I seen that you you do the credit repair. I seen that you're doing the real estate. That's one of my dreams, by the way.
Okay.
I didn't took the test. Well, I didn't took all the the basic classes. Got to take the test. So hopefully in the next couple of years or year.
Well, go on and do it. Well, don't put it off. That's a lot of information that you had to study for that real estate.
Yeah, I didn't put it off a year.
Oh.
I didn't put it off a year, but I be about the flashcards, and I got like this book. I be trying to read it every day. Try to keep the memory fresh. But
what's stopping you from going ahead and pulling that trigger?
So I failed it twice. But I'm gonna tell you how I failed it.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna tell you what threw me off.
Okay.
I went and took the test and I failed about 1 point. You know, you got to take the state and the national. Everybody was saying the national is the state hard. I passed the state, failed the national. So I was like, I failed about 1 point. I'm gonna take it again. So I signed up, went the next week to take it again. I'm like, I'm gonna take it again. I already know what I missed. I know.
I heard it get harder and harder.
I took it. It was a whole different test.
Yes.
I ain't know what it was like. Some stuff. I was like, I don't remember this. So I failed it again. Yeah. So I was like, you gotta take it 3 times. Then you got to go back for the 30 hours. I was like, I'm not gonna put myself back in position to go back to class. I'd rather just kind of fall back and study. So I started studying like that. I just really got to where I would read my book. Then of course I got involved with doing other stuff, started working. And when you start, with the job I make in sales, so I make enough money to where I be like, well, this money look good. So let me just.
But you could do even better with real estate.
That's why I know. I already know. I know it in my heart. I be telling myself that every day. I be like, man, I really ain't supposed to be doing this every day. But, because I say I want to do both. I don't want to just not do that and this.
Because you got to build up your clientele. It's not like they just going to fall in your lap and all your clients going to come and, dealing with, real estate. That's why I do real estate and credit because, a lot of people, even if they ready to pull the trigger, they don't realize what it takes to get a house. And so they ready to pull the trigger and they may have a 700 credit score, but at the end of the day, you still got to have some money. It's, some skin in the game. They don't just give you keys to the house because, you got a 700 credit score. And a lot of people think that because they see everybody on social media posting, I just got this new house and you don't just show up and get approved and you don't pay nothing.
Got you. Well, doing real estate, do you feel like, I feel like a lot of times when people do real estate, they kind of want to go into that selling sunset vibe. I feel like there's TV and then I feel like it's real life real estate and I feel like it's a big difference. So with you doing it, it's a big difference.
You don't look like a Barbie doll and walk down the street and, people just show up. Now, they probably have the clientele that, that just can pop out, they getting $700,000 and $1 million deals, Those.
Do you watch Selling Sunset?
Hell yeah.
I do too. Shout out to Chriselle.
HGTV, all of that,
Gotcha. Yeah, I do too. I be watching it too, trying to learn. That's why I say I'm still hip to it. I ain't just gave up. I still try to keep myself fresh with it, understand, some building techniques, some know about some marbles and stuff.
So what do you want to do when you get into real estate? What is your goal? What is your plan?
I really think I want to go. So at first I want to sell a house. I still want to sell a house. But I really kind of want to tap into the commercial side because I want to keep another job. Like I don't want this to be my main job. I don't want to just, that's it. So I kind of want to do commercial property because I feel like I can maintain my time balance if I do commercial and still have a job and do that. Now, don't get me wrong, I do want to sell a house. Who don't want to make some money?
Yeah.
I want a little $3,000 extra, a little $4,000 commission. I do want it. But I've been lately. I've been reading more into the commercial side. I think that's the side I want to do it. Because a cousin of mine, they just started their stuff. And he been on. That's why I say it's been on me. He called me every other week. You took your test yet? He out in Dallas. Him and his wife do it. They do it as a team.
Okay, yeah.
So I think she probably got about 4 more years. She'll be a broker.
Okay.
So
she just became a real estate agent
about 2 years ago.
Okay.
About 2, and he just got his about a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah, they out in the Dallas area. So I think I kind of want to. I don't know if I kind of want to go with them. I don't know what I want to do because I didn't talk to a couple of realtors who they be on me too. They be like, take your test.
Yeah, that's I understand the what the whole back now. I suggest too Champions. Have you heard of them?
Champions. Nikki put me on to that.
Yeah,
she put me on to that, and I be doing a little practice here, but see, I got test anxiety too. I'm one of them people too. I can study all day. When they test get here, I'm a little scared. I'm not reading. I don't know. I just be nervous. I just be reading. I be like, man, I think this is.
I think we all get a little,
But you know that realtor test too a little bit different. They some of the questions is right, but they wrong. If that makes sense.
Yeah, you gotta sit there and you just gotta really read it
I think it'd be that, and then it'd be that time
because they, one word can change.
One word change.
So
the whole
you gotta
dynamic.
make sure that you understand what the question is, because one of the answers, it's gonna be one answer that's correct, but they may, if you just kind of read it real fast, that one word could affect what the answer could be.
That's what be happening. I be reading it and I be like, oh, they look right. I read it and I be like, oh, they go with that and read this with this. Because I'm one of the people, I retain, unfortunately, my learning process is I learn based off memory. So when I read something, I really don't know what I'm reading, but I put this word with that word and I know they go together. But you can't do that on that. That's not the test for that. You can do that in language. Back in high school.
No, because they're like, it's like giving you real life scenarios.
Yeah, you got to know what the answer is.
Yeah.
So I tend to pass. It'd be like I either barely pass or pass.
Let me tell you, when I did my real estate, I didn't tell nobody that I was branching off into real estate. And I didn't tell nobody. And the only person that I told was the broker that I ended up working for. I asked her what I need to do to become a real estate agent. She told me. So every time I passed a test, I would call her, hey, I just passed another test. And she was like, good job, good job. And so I had kind of gave myself this goal to, like, every week or 2 weeks, take another section, because, it's a lot of information. And when you think of 180 hours, yeah, I was like, let me just cram this stuff in and keep going. So when I finished taking all 6 of the tests, I called and told her, hey, I finished. Now I'm going to schedule my exam. And she was like, well, you should go to Champion and do like this little pre-course thing that they have to help you with the test. Well, when I was online looking, I was like, none of these work for me, because I was getting ready to leave to go to Africa. And I was going to look at real estate in Africa, and I wanted to already be licensed before I went, even though it wouldn't have mattered whether I was licensed or not. I just wanted to be licensed before I went to Africa. And so I was like, man, I'm just about to cram all day for a whole week. That's what I did. I just sat there cramming all week, and I went and took the test. I didn't tell her, because I was like, if I fail this test, she gonna say, didn't I tell you to do that? So I went, I took the test, and I'll never forget when I finished, the lady asked me, she said, and it was an older Black lady that was my proctor. She said,
I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna ride.
She said, so do you think you passed? I said, man, I don't know what I just did. Cause like you said, some of them questions, you know, you just like, and she's like, well, baby, if you didn't pass, just come back. A lot of people fail it the first time and have to come back. And so when she gave me my results and I passed, I was like, what? So I called my broker and I said, hey, you talking to your newest real estate agent? She talking about who? I said, me. She said, when you ain't took your test yet? I said, yeah, I already took my test. Then she said, and you passed it? I said, yes, ma'am. She was like, what? And so, yeah, I was able to go to Africa, and I had passed my test. That's all I wanted to do, was make sure I had passed my test.
Gotcha. Congratulations. I'm glad you did. I know that's a good feeling.
Yeah,
because I know how I'm gonna feel when I pass mine. I already know I'm gonna start hollering.
Yes, that's how I was excited.
Yeah,
I was super excited.
What you think about the rates in real estate right now? I know it's crazy, but I mean, do you see it going back down, or is this the new normal?
Well, it really is it's not even a new normal. If you look at interest rates through the years, they've been a whole lot higher than what they are currently. So the fact, I think everybody from that little 2020 situation where rates were 2 and 2 and 3%, I doubt if that's ever coming back. So with real estate, it's not it's always gonna go up and down, whatever. And you just gotta take a gamble. So if it is, you go ahead and you buy now at the 6%, 5%, whatever it is right now. You go ahead and buy at that. If it happens to get lower, then you just refinance. But people don't do that, and you sitting up here waiting on it to one day get to the 2%. Okay, what if it never does and it start going back up like how it used to be? And then you really SOL.
Yeah.
And what people fail to realize, everybody is sitting out here waiting on it to drop to 2 to 3%. Okay, so if it does miraculously does that again, what do you think happens to the price of the houses?
Yeah.
The price of the houses is going to go up. So where have you really won?
You really don't. You don't.
You know, so you're either going to pay higher for the house and have a lower interest rate, or you can go ahead and get the house. Why ain't nobody really just out here, you know, you not having a battle with. The only time you're going to have a real battle right now on purchasing a house is if it's priced at it's a really nice house and it's priced at a really good price, and you know it's got a lot going on and everybody want it. That's the only way it's going you know, you're gonna have a situation now.
So what would you say if I was a first time home buyer? What are the things that I need to look for when I'm coming to talking to you, or when I'm shopping in the market?
Well, one, you kind of need to know what it is that you want, you know, have an idea. If you got kids, you know, what area do you want to be in? You know, if you just, you know, you just want a house because you don't want to pay rent no more, you know, be thinking about some realistic must-haves, not no, you know, I think sometimes we get a little wrapped up in stuff that really don't, that don't even matter. You know, the house, the inside is painted pink, but you love everything about the house. Okay, we can go to Home Depot and get some paint. You know, it's not that serious. So, you know, have realistic expectations. Have some money. Have some money.
What about so speaking of having money, so about the down payments, is it always a down payment involved, or is it ways around that? Is it?
Yeah, they have down payment assistance programs. And where a lot of people say, I'm a first time home buyer. Okay, well, I can be a first time home buyer too, because after it's been 3 years, you can do the down payment assistance, you know, all over again. So it really, and you know, us realtors, we, you know, like to say, you know, we work with first time home buyers, and you know, it's these special programs. It's really not. It's really you know, it's just
a word way to get you to sit down at the table.
All right. So the down payment assistance programs, you know, as long as in most cases, you know, a 620, you good. I wish more of us that are veterans would utilize the veterans program, because that's, you know, a whole lot better, because you know you don't have a down payment. And
I was just gonna ask that.
What
about the taxes?
The taxes, as far as a veteran, in certain situations, you don't have to pay taxes.
But I'm talking about on a housing. And, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah. So I mean, and you know, it's a veterans really get a really good deal. And so I mean, if you're a veteran, and you need to be using that, but a lot of us don't utilize that. Better rates, just, you know, credit score matters, but it doesn't really matter when it comes to a veteran. They really looking at the credit profile, not, you know, so you can have a low score and still get approved. The thing is, you just got to jump out there and do it and stop being scared. But as I was told in economics, there ain't no such thing as a free lunch, somebody paying. So when you do those down payment assistance programs, say for instance, like right now the interest rate is 6%. You do the down payment assistance, they say it's free, but it's really not free, because they really gonna tax you on the interest rate. You get a higher interest rate when you do down payment assistance. There is another program that does help, that doesn't do that, but a lot of people don't want to take the time to go through the program. And even here in Longview, Gregg County, Longview also has a program where they can give you up to $20,000 towards the purchase of the home. The downside is you got to be basically almost broke. It seems like.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. That's kind of like on the housing situation.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of stay down to get the benefits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's all lovely with the benefits. You live good, but you got to stay down though to keep it, and that's crazy to me.
Yeah. And so I tell people, you can get a house. It may not be the house of your dreams, but just get a house. Start somewhere. Get that house and work on it. Paint the inside, get new flooring, slowly build it up. Then, when that 3 years go by, then shoot, go ahead, upgrade, rent that one.
I was just gonna ask you that.
Rent that one, and then go on, and if you didn't want to use the down payment assistance, then use the equity in that and use it for leverage to, keep going. Every 3 years, get you a new house.
So would you adjust? I said adjust. Suggest that the people that's first time home buyers, would you treat this as a basically investment property, build it up, you know what I'm saying, stay in it for about a year, get it, you know what I'm saying, get it where you kind of like it, then resell it, and then
I always say 2 to 3 years, so you can actually have some equity built up in it. Because in a year, all you've been doing is paying interest no way, so you ain't knocking nothing down.
Would you say invest then and keep looking for your forever home, or just kind of get rid of that first home and try to find what you're looking for? Or
I say just keep upgrading. You don't never want to stay. You should always be growing. So keep growing and growing and growing. And even when you done made it there, it's just keep buying properties, because that's gonna help against inflation and everything.
I got a question for you. I hate saying I got a question for you, but what do you consider a good investment?
Anything that's gonna make you money.
Duplex.
Yeah, duplex. Yeah, it's house hacking. That's everybody is talking about it on social media. And house hacking, for those who don't know, that's buying a duplex, for example. You stay on one side, you rent out the other, and chances are the rent that you're gonna get for that other side gonna be able to pay your mortgage. And if it don't pay your mortgage, it's gonna pay a majority of the mortgage. And so, you paying $200-$300 a month. And you living your best life.
Then when you move somebody into that house that you moved out of, that side that you moved out of, now that's paying either half or all your rent wherever you go next. Or your mortgage.
What would you consider a bad investment?
A bad investment would be where you lose a lot of money. You didn't actually. And what I see with that is, you get a property that's supposed to be an investment property, but you fixed it up to how you was like you about to move in there, and you done went and got granite countertops and marble floor, you done did all this stuff,
and the house was $40,000 to start off with.
And so now you done spent $80,000 on renovating for a house on 12th Street.
Yeah, you want $200,000 for it.
Yeah, and now you want $250. No, you want $250, and you talking about shoot, and then you wondering why it's not selling.
Got you. Now I asked you that on the end of the real estate. What do you feel like? Just because I know you just know about finances, what do you consider a bad investment, just finance wise, for people who don't know?
Just not doing your research and losing money. Anytime you losing money, that's a bad investment, but it's also a learning lesson. I don't think anything, no matter what you do, you're gonna have some bumps in the road. I don't care how seasoned you are, what all you're gonna always have. That's just life. So just always just take your time, do your due diligence. And, you're going to have some life lessons in whatever you do. So just take it, learn from it, know what you don't need to do the next time, and learn from it and grow.
Gotcha. I'm gonna ask you this. And the reason why I'm asking this is because I know some people who done had good credit and they made some decisions by maybe putting some loans in people's names.
No, that was the mistake there.
I mean, I know that was. So but I'm asking you, and a person who in that situation, what kind of advice would you give them to kind of pull them, from that rut of feeling like, man, I done messed myself up, and I don't want to just put that energy on saying that situation. But I mean, I just know people.
I
who
see
just
that all the time.
Yeah, I know people. I talk to people, and they tell me I done put myself in a bad position, and then they just say I don't care, and I'd be like, I don't really know what to tell them. So, what would you tell somebody who might hear this who feel like, yeah, I'm in a bad position, but
well, each situation is different.
Gotcha.
So, what I'm gonna say to that is, and what I see often, and I didn't even did reels on it. I even got one reel everybody was laughing about where I was like, do not co-sign for your baby daddy, your auntie, your mama. Don't co-sign for nobody.
I know you hate that because you was so serious when you said it.
Yes.
Yeah, I be hating that, man.
Yeah, don't co-sign for nobody.
Gotcha.
I don't care what they did for you. Okay, great. Because if they couldn't get it in their name and they didn't take care of their credit, what benefit do they have or what reason do they have to take care of yours? None. So as soon as they, get 2 hours cut at their job or they wanted to, go spend some money on $500 bundles, then they gonna tell you, I ain't got that money for that car. No, I just got my hair did, my kids did this, da da da.
Gotcha.
I don't even know why you sweat me about that. Oh, I mean,
yeah,
no, that's true.
So unless you got the money to pay for whatever it is that you co-sign for, then don't do it. So if that's the only thing that's if I'm gonna say you co-sign for Flip and now he ain't paying on it, the only alternative you have is to get the car and you start paying on it. And that's what I tell people. Hey, repossess it. You start paying for it, or you go ahead and you go pick it up and turn it back in to the dealership. Because at the end of the day, whether the dealership come pick it up or you turn it in, it's still gonna be considered a repossession. It's just gonna say voluntary repossession. But hey, at least go on and let it tank your credit score for then. And if that's the only thing on there and it's, you good, it's going to be charged off and then they might sue you for it.
Gotcha.
But, I mean, you just got to deal with it in whatever way you can and move on and, hey, take it as a hard lesson. Don't ever do that ish again.
Gotcha. No, that's a good way to look at it. That's a real good way to look at it. I mean, for real, I don't know what else really to say about that. Because I'm at a point now in my life to where I don't loan money.
Oh, yeah.
I hate to say it. I don't care how cool he is.
Don't be doing it for the person
I don't
that
believe
you
in none of
for
that.
right now,
It's over. How do you feel about relationships? You feel like, because I know you got like a insight to finances. Do you feel like somebody should date when they broke? I don't think broke people should date.
Well, if you need to get yourself together, and dating is more than just finances, but what can you actually, if you constantly on the struggle bus trying to, figure out how you gonna make your next payment on whatever, then why you need to focus on building your.
I mean, yeah,
you need to focus on. You need to focus on that, building yourself up, and and just since we talking about relationships, people ask me all the time. So seem like the great debate in our community is 50-50. Should you pay 50-50 in a relationship, or should the man pay for everything? Look, you have to do what works for your household.
I've been saying it.
Yeah.
You just gotta do what's right for your household. If the man can pay all the bills and y'all got a agreement, but I do not feel that a man should pay all the bills and I'm just over here just wilding out with my paycheck. We should have a system in place. That's why you got to be evenly yoked. We using my paycheck to save up to get the rental properties.
Gotcha.
We're using my paycheck for our retirement. for additional retirement accounts. Because that's another thing that's not talked about. Everybody think that, okay, I got a 401k on my job, but you don't even know how much you got in your 401k. And chances are you only put 1% in there anyway, the little minimum that you required to do. And so how you think you going to live? You're not even thinking about how much it's really going to take for you to live once you retire.
Yeah, true.
And so, we need to be thinking about, okay, if he paying for everything, is my pay what my paycheck? It shouldn't be that this my money.
Yeah.
It should be, okay, we using it for investments, retirement, we using it for vacations, we going to Africa, that's what we using my paycheck for. And I think that couples should have a financial date night at least once a month.
Yeah.
At least once a month. So we can see if we are all on the same, we still on that path where we trying to get to.
So you feel like couples should talk about their finance?
Yeah. I mean, you can't just, you should be knowing where all your money goes. As a couple, as a unit, you need to know where the money going. Because if you don't know where the money going everywhere except where it need to be. And then when ish pop off, then you like,
I don't know.
I thought you had it. Well, where we at now? And that's why a lot of people get divorced is because of finances and financial struggles.
And that's kind of why I said I feel like people shouldn't be dating when they broke.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it sounds bad how I said it, but
yeah.
And I say that because I be talking to people sometimes. I be like, and they be telling me, like,
well, are they really dating? I mean, be honest. The people you talking about that's broke, are they really dating? Or they just finding somebody that holler at and they, doing what they do?
Man, I'm gonna be completely honest, and I say this with no disrespect, but I done ran into some broke females. And I be like, because I asked them questions I be talking to people, I be like, hey, what your money look like? And they be telling me like sometimes they get offended, or sometimes they be like, well, I
would be offended too if you said to me what your money look like.
I don't word it like that, but I'm just trying to get straight to the point. But I mean, I don't ask you what your money look like, but I ask people like, how do you feel about your spending habits? I word it like that. Okay. And the reason why I word it like that is because I know what I like to buy. What do you like? I mean, we can't both be out here doing too much. Somebody gotta have some type of balance.
So, no, is that really how you say it? So, tell me about your spending. How do you say it again?
I mean, I wouldn't say it like that. It'd be more of a conversation and more personal. Like, I can't really word it.
Okay, act like it's me. Act like you. Yeah. Okay, act like me and you in a relationship.
So how we do this? I'd be like, man, I ain't gonna lie. So
you gotta talk like at the table, bro. You at the table.
Trying to think of how it was said, because I mean,
I
say that because I talk to different people different ways.
She just set the drinks down. The waiter just set the drinks down.
I say that because if
how long have y'all, or is this somebody you been kicking it with?
I asked that on the first date.
I got the scenario.
I asked that question on the first date.
The first date.
Yeah, because I can't. I'm very particular.
All right, it's 7:00 right now. We've been in the date about 30 minutes. What?
I'm probably gonna ask as soon as I feel comfortable with you.
Okay.
Like as soon as I get a comfort level, because we're gonna be vibing, we're gonna be talking. Okay. As soon as I feel like your guard is down to where I can actually start asking some, because I asked like how you feel about.
Okay, so my guard is down.
So I would be like, how do you feel about personal finances? Like, is that important to you?
Yeah, it's important.
Why is that important?
Because if my finances ain't right, then, I don't know. They just got to be right. Why you asking me all this?
Because, I'm asking these questions because, I would hate for us to get further along down the road, or we really start talking, and then you always got your hand out. You always got your hand out.
Okay. So what you trying to say? I'm a gold digger? Is that what? What?
I'm trying to say you could be.
Okay.
That's exactly how I'm coming.
See, I don't know, but this ain't the way.
Don't get up and walk off yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hot seat.
You speed
kinda,
dating at this point.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
I need to know.
But I'm saying that you kind of rough.
yeah, I know.
It's 30 minutes in,
Like
bro.
I say,
Yeah.
like I say, it depends.
Have y'all been talking on Facebook, or is this just like y'all met at the store?
We've been talking. We've been
I'm a
talking.
financial person, and I wouldn't even come out like that. I feel like
I got my reasons.
somebody pull up Chat GPT and something.
You brought your computer with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to know what's going on because I'm telling you.
I mean, I
need to
get
know.
that, but I don't know, yo. I mean, cause
A
yeah,
little rough.
yeah, you're a little rough.
But see, like I say, it depends on the situation.
You might be losing out on a good person because your delivery ain't right. You know, on that.
When
So
get there.
So what if she got a vision though?
I ain't got time for that. Ain't no Build-A-Bear over here.
I'm saying like she working and shit, but I'm saying she got a vision on the side of
Maybe
it.
you need to go find somebody to work with.
Damn.
Mm.
Maybe I need to find somebody to work with.
Okay,
I'm okay with not
so-
being on the same page with somebody. I'm one of them
Okay,
people. I don't mind us not missing.
so you got all your ish together.
No, that's why I be asking because I need to know if we both
So
thought.
You don't want to struggle together, is what you
Yeah,
saying.
I don't want us to both be because I'm gonna tell you my flaws. I don't mind telling you, hey man, I be doing stupid shit. I like to buy what I like, and sometimes I'm learning now that that's not always what's up. Like I'm learning like now, like I just now really started sticking to a budget. I used to be that person. Soon as some new shoes came out, I'm going to go get them. I gotta have the best of the best. I always
And
had
why?
man, growing up, I grew up like that. I grew up my parents like that. My parents always gave me nice stuff, so I kept it going. And I always had a hunger for more, so I always wanted more on top of what I got. I ain't never wanted to not have nothing nice because I grew up having nice stuff. Like some people be like, oh, I ain't got nothing nice, so I want to have better things. Me, I wanted more. I had greed in me for a long time. So I can be honest, I can tell my fucking be like, I used to be greedy. I ain't never been about the attention, but I liked the nice stuff that came. I just liked it. Like I like to have like all the shoes.
What does a compliment do for you?
Nothing.
Nothing, because you already know.
I'm there.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. If you tell me something, I'm be like, hey, thank you, because I'm gonna give you a compliment back. But I'm one of the people, I don't live my life based off, oh, you compliment me, because what if you don't like me? So I'm gonna be mad because you don't like me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna live my life because you don't like me.
So what is the clothes and having all the nice stuff? Is that again? Is that an image you just want to have?
Oh, I don't care no more. But back growing up, I did care growing up, and it is crazy. I can tell you why. So growing up, I was always like, I didn't really like high fashion stuff like that. I was emo. I was into like Dragon Ball Z, cartoons, drawing, stuff like that.
And also Cosmic Slop.
Nah, I just watched it. But I wasn't like the black kid like you. I was kind of like white, I guess, because I grew up in private school, so I didn't really get accepted around white kids because they were like, "Oh, you black." So then when I started going to black schools, I didn't get accepted because I could speak proper. They said I spoke well. I act like I'm white, so I didn't really start getting like accepted till I started wearing like clothes black people wear. I guess you could say, like Jordans and stuff like that. My sister, luckily, I ain't gonna say luckily, I had an older sister, she was into that type of stuff. So she used to like give me Jordans and stuff like that. So I didn't even know what I was wearing. So it came to where for the longest I'm wearing stuff and everybody like, oh, he always got new J's, this and that. I got the notoriety off of something I don't even understand. So at a young age, I started realizing this not really important because y'all weren't even rocking with me like that till you thought I had this or thought I was that person. So that's why I'm just so straight to the point with people. And I really just know how you coming and how you moving.
Okay.
Because I'm a kid. I can tell you my flaws. Can you tell me yours? I can tell you I done went broke before. I can tell you I done made stupid decisions. I can tell you I done overspare and did that. But can you tell me that?
So, okay. So if the female is willing to tell you her flaws, are you willing to, y'all learn this financial stuff together?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. That's why I say I ain't gonna just be like, oh, I gotta leave because she like that. It just depends on who you talking to. Because like I say, it's levels to what I'm saying. I'm saying it at a certain level, but it's level. Like for instance, and I don't want to say too much because I don't want to be rude and talk a certain way.
Hey.
Okay, well I'm gonna say this honestly. If I'm on a date with a female and she got a boyfriend, I'm hard on her. I'm gonna come at her like how I just said that because you are, for one, you ain't supposed to be here. You got a whole boyfriend and you on a date with me. I mean, what type of time you?
So
on?
why you even take on a date anyway? Just to
thrill of it.
Okay.
I'm bored. You was bored. Let's go. But I need to know, like, what you around for? Like, I be trying to fill people out because, I mean, that's I'm only child too. So I got to understand why you around me because I'm cool with being by myself. I don't have to hang out.
No, wait, I thought you said you had an older sister.
I do, but my mama, I grew up by myself though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I grew up alone. Like I ain't grew up with I had my old sister. They used to come in the summertime.
Okay, gotcha.
So but I never really grew up with them like that. So I can still consider it's just me.
What's your thoughts on relationships anyway? As of 2024, what are the female? I ask you in a standpoint of a female. What does a female want in a relationship?
I done seen all kinds of craziness as far as what other females want. But what for me, for myself, I want somebody that is independent, ain't got drama going on from no kind of exes, baby mamas, ex-wives, got their finances together. And I'm not even saying that they gotta have the world, but it's even bad to even have to say this, but can you have your own place? Can you have your own car?
So you should understand what I'm asking you. Your purchase, they align with everything.
Y'all kind of on the same page.
Your purchase makes sense.
Can you not still live with your mama?
My response to that was going to be, is that a fairy tale or does it really exist in 2024? Because it's a little rough outside.
Yeah, and the bad part is, if it does exist, he's either gay, a male whore, or he got some other kind of ick about him.
What is it that you're gonna accept? I mean, everybody gonna have an ick. I'm saying, what do you?
Nah, the ick man's over.
No.
Once the ick hit,
but I'm saying everybody got that, man.
No, everybody got flaws, but when I'm talking about ick.
This is a dating term.
Yeah.
Once that's like me, we talking, and then she do that when she talk, or gleek when she talk. Oh, that's my ick. You spit when you talk, we done. It's over. When that ick hit, we can't talk no more.
Yeah.
Damn.
Or she might be like, oh, he got
it's no call for the second date off the eat.
Yeah, or you might see somebody in their teeth nasty and you be like, oh, it's
yeah.
I can't be on we can't do this no more. It's over with.
Damn.
So you need to be asking them questions. See, now you understand why I
yes.
But this the thing though. So females don't have to go that route when it comes to finding men. Majority of men got to be stable before they even approach a female.
Where? What?
That ain't true.
That ain't true. Man, don't talk city talk to me. I'm talking country talk.
Let me tell you.
Talk to me alone.
Not these new folks.
Not these new folks. You not outside. I'm outside.
No, I'm outside too. I'm outside.
I'm in the house. I'm talking from afar.
There's some crazy stuff going on.
It's weird. It's crazy.
Yeah, so that's why I say that
it's
question.
Crazy.
I don't understand why that's bad.
Stuff that it's wild out here.
Man, you sitting there talking to somebody and she's sitting. I'm telling you, man, I didn't had girls. Man, they had the dunk sale this week. She didn't send me a screenshot of the dunks. For what? What did you send me that for? Like, what you send me that for? I would like a pair. What you can't go get them?
Let me just shed a little bit more light on how people not. I don't know who raised these folks, but you'll see, like on social media, for example, people arguing about this. Say it's my birthday. Mm-hmm. I done invited all y'all. We all there. I got, half girls, half dudes. We at a nice restaurant. Everybody, we all clean. We, everything good. So me and my crew, me and my girls, we done order steak, lobster. We done ordered top shelf, Blue Label. We done ordered it all. Mm-hmm. And then when the bill come out, I say to you and him, hey, shit, y'all paying for all of us. And the bill $5,000. I ain't asked y'all nothing. I just y'all done came to my party. And then when you and him looking like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. Then I say, oh, y'all broke.
You ain't got it.
Y'all broke. Oh, these some broke. Why them? That's the kind of stuff people
it's going down like that.
Real weird.
You got dudes out here that'll borrow some money from a female and won't pay her back.
Yeah, I recently seen that not too long
Man,
ago.
you got dudes I heard, oh, they'll be like, let me get $200 for you real quick. You know, they send it. And then
They
get
got the right ones.
Now they have me. You ain't got, that's what I'm saying. But you got some females, they feel like you obligated to pay for their hair and nails. Like that's a part of the package of them.
I've even seen on some of these things online where people have said that they took a girl out on a date, and when it's time to go, she telling the waiter, okay, I need a ribeye, I need 2 T-bones,
to
and
go.
yeah, and that's for her kids.
Yeah. It's
and then get
different out
mad
here, man.
because the dude like what?
It's
Well, my
different.
kids gotta eat. We a package deal, huh?
It's people.
I mean,
it's ugly outside.
Compare the 90s to the 24.
Woo!
What I'm saying is was it a time to be alive or is it a time to?
Yes, because these new niggas. Lord,
That's what I'm saying.
where
So
did you get
they
'em
weren't
from?
wild. So they weren't wild like they was back then, like they is now. It's a different tempo.
It's a different breed. I don't know what this is.
It's the 2010s up into the 2024.
But you do know that them the 90 kids though.
Nah, man, it's ugly out here, bro.
It's ugly.
I'm trying to tell you.
People will say, I hear dudes say, why you single? What? It's like, what's wrong with you? What? Cause I don't have time. It's always some. And being honest from a female's point of view, the married dudes are the worst ones. Those are the ones that want to take you out, want to date you, quick to say, hey, you want to go on a trip. Them the dudes that's want to take you on a date. And then I got him saying, hey, you want Netflix and chill tonight? Huh?
What?
Like, you know.
I mean, I'm married, but I'm still gonna ask.
Man, you got.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. It's
crazy.
It's crazy, bro. And it's crazy for me. I can go down through there on this day.
Yeah, me too.
I'm trying to figure out how you talking about they getting flued out. I mean, you missing in action them days.
It's female.
Hey, I ain't got nothing to do. But that's how they come. Yeah, that's
and
how the dudes.
A lot of females out here, they feel like for instance, I don't have kids. So when I meet a girl and she know I ain't got kids, they be trying to lock me in sometimes. I meet a female, they automatically get to moving fast. And I be like, hey, bro, I ain't trying to meet your kids. I don't even know you.
You know, that is a thing,
I'm
though.
not trying to hang out. I don't, and I have no offense for female.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
I wouldn't even date. I'm telling you, I wouldn't even date a female that had kids because I did. My mom always told me, hey, don't be quick to be with no woman with kids. Like, don't be against it because everybody got a story, but don't run into that.
So should a woman with kids have standards as far as in the 2020, like they got, I'm talking about like little kids.
Should have standards.
Everybody is a new.
No, I'm saying like, so I'm the dude, you the female, you got 3, 4, and I say maybe a 7-year-old, something, you know what I'm saying? A teenager, whatever it is. And I approach you, we chopping it up, you tell me how many kids. Are you expecting me to take that position of taking care of them right away, or no?
I don't know.
Where does that come in? At?
But I'm different because I wouldn't expect you to come in. Now, if you did something or offered, then that's another thing. We need to be team first before we start bringing other folks, and vice versa. If you had kids, I wouldn't expect you to bring your kids because what if me and you don't work out? Then you
didn't got to know the kids.
Yeah.
Okay. How many? I mean, let me ask you this: how many you feel like as a woman? How many kids do you feel like a man should have, would not have before approaching you? Like, let's say, for instance, he got 7 kids. Would you be okay with that?
Oh no.
I was just gonna ask the same similar question. I was gonna say,
why would you not be okay with that?
No, because how we gonna grow? I mean, how we gonna build an empire together? And you got 7, now if they all grown now, see, I'm older. So if he got 7 kids, and it depends on if he and the kids is all grown.
You're not gonna do it.
Yeah, if the kids is all grown.
You don't want to do it. It's okay. You can step back because my limit is 2.
I got one more.
She tell me she got more than 2. I don't know what we're gonna be able to do.
So hold on, feel me though. So boom. Damn, I kind of lost it. The dude, right? So he got, I say about 1 or 2 kids, but y'all been dating for about 6 months. You only seen the child one time. Does that affect your mind? Like, are you wondering where that child is at, or are you like, okay, well, he got the baby over here while we doing our thing every time?
No,
or,
if he don't ever talk about his kid, that's another thing.
That's a
Because I
flag.
don't want a deadbeat. You know, if he got it, I want him to be able to take care of his kid.
But I'm saying I asked that in the sense of where do the girls get that at right now? Because I mean,
check this out. It's flipped. You got females out here that they will lie about having kids.
What?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not going to act like that because I just seen some wild stuff on Facebook.
Met a female one time. She had a baby seat in her back seat. When I met her, she never mentioned no kids. She had a baby seat in her back seat. I'm like, oh dang, you got some toy, you got a baby. You know, I'm not me once again not being blunt. I'm just being vague. I'm like, it's a baby seat back here. I just say it because that's me. That's my personality. I don't know how to say stuff. I'm just gonna say it. Hey, you got a baby seat back here. Yeah, I had my niece. Okay. So I'm mental noting. I'm like, dang, okay, she got a niece. I ain't never heard no niece. Call a couple times. I hear kids in the background. Like, okay, I heard two. So maybe she got a sister kid. Maybe the niece got a friend or something. I ain't knowing no. But anyway, fast forward. I'm telling the story without telling the story, but I'm telling the story. I get around another female. She like, oh, I ain't know you talking such playing stepdaddy. That ain't what you talking about. She got a niece. Nah, she got two kids.
No, you have to do background checks on people.
That was that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you got female,
you got to get on. You got to get on Gregg County or Smith County or whatever, and look up their criminal history and see what's going on. You do background check.
See, I do HOFAX. I call it HOFAX. Yeah. I don't do background. I do.
How do you do?
Ask somebody that knows.
I was just trying to say you gonna ask somebody that know about it.
Like if somebody if I let's
but
say
then you don't want people in your business either though.
No. Yeah, but sometimes people lie.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Some people lie.
I'm gonna tell you, it's ways to figure it out. I'm a Scorpion. I know how to get down and figure it out. I'm gonna find somebody that you know that I know, and I'm gonna be like, hey, what you know about? I ain't gonna say what you know about it. I'm gonna say something slick to get that person talking, and they gonna tell me
that person could be a hater.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna ask somebody that's cool.
They didn't make the shot.
Talk. Let me tell you, I know how to distinguish hating from real. If they tell me everything bad about you, that's a hater. My mind gonna tell me that. If I know somebody that know you, and I be like, hey, what you know about such and such? Oh, she used to steal this and that. I'm gonna be in my head. I'm gonna take note to it that you might steal, but I'm gonna be like, oh, she ain't say nothing but negative stuff. Because 9 times out of 10, when you meet somebody, know somebody, they gonna tell you good stuff about them. They gonna be like, oh yeah, I know such she good people.
Yeah, that is true.
So you gonna kind of know how to if you I read vibes. I read very well. I read body language well and everything. So I'm gonna be able to tell what's going on when I'm talking to you. I'm gonna know, oh, this person hating on you, this and that. And I'm gonna figure out who I'm dealing with. But then I'm not gonna judge you based off what they told me. I'm just gonna take notes to what I heard about you, and I'm gonna let you tell me who you are. Cause I might meet you, you might never do nothing wrong to me.
Gotcha.
Because I got some friends. I mean, I'm just saying, I know people who they not really the best people, but to me, they ain't never did me wrong. So I can't vouch for what that person saying. I just can be like, yeah, I heard it too.
Gotcha.
But before we tap into these cards, let me ask you, man, give me a little insight on the 90s, man, and Longview. What was that like? What was your highlight moment first? Let's start with that highlight. What was the time to be alive?
Oh, that 90s. Ooh. 90s was nice. We had Kappa Beach Party.
Yeah. But I'm talking about Longview though. We had 16th Park. What was Longview like though?
Yeah, we had the park. We had the cuts. We had everybody had. It was nice going to the park on Sunday.
What was the wildest thing you ever seen without? I mean, you don't gotta get no names or nothing like that. You just give a situation.
Wildest thing. It was always wild.
I'm saying like at the park or just.
I mean, every week. Every week, I can't think of nothing that's just wild off the top of my head, but it was just every Sunday going to the park, everybody chilling, coming through. It was just having to have a nice outfit every Sunday to go to the park, leave the park, go to the Texaco.
What you see when my dad and them come through?
Oh, shoot.
What was they trouble? Was they bringing trouble or was they bringing a good time? I mean, that's why I say that nature of 90s. Compared to they times and now,
it was okay.
That era is what I mean.
Yeah. Now your daddy and them, they was always cool with me. So yeah. So I
You
don't
said
have
a lot
nothing.
with that. I'm picking up what you putting down.
Yeah. I ain't talking about
I
it.
pick up everything.
Yeah. I
I
put it
got
down.
you.
I'm just saying
I
in
got
the
you.
sense of that era. I mean,
I think the better way. How do you compare now to then?
yeah, that's what
they
I'm
doing
saying.
now? What you think about that?
Like back then people were real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whether
that's what
it's
I'm getting at.
just like your dad and them, people was real. Sweet Pea real, Papa real, everybody real, and even the different because I used to be around everybody.
Mhm.
So everybody everybody had their different sets and whatnot, but
Mhm.
people were still real. It ain't people.
They
People
respected
fake.
each other's space.
Yeah, people just faking and trying to do shit just to get likes and follows and
Yeah.
who
What
can
was
talk.
what's the party scene like back then?
Oh, it was
'Cause
always
y'all was gyrating and popping and ticking. They hip thrusting now, but y'all was shocking and
They
rocking
was
and
dancing
spinning.
like that back then.
Boy, ain't nobody
Yeah.
out here spinning on their head in 2024.
Man, I'm telling you, they was out here. They was at Freaknik. They was worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
was
never went
worse.
to Freaknik, but I went to Capitol Beach. And Capitol Beach, it wasn't.
I better say my uncle used to go to Freaknik now. They told me,
Oh,
they said it
man.
was. I seen they had a book. What's them books?
Yeah,
You know what the?
stuff would be going down at
Yeah,
Capitol
I
Beach
was like,
too.
oh yeah, y'all
Yeah,
got
Capitol
it.
Beach was-
We ain't
was
doing
different.
that.
That was-
We ain't doing
Yeah,
that.
that was for Texas. Though.
Yeah.
Capitol
Yeah, that
Beach.
went. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was for
Four
Texas.
screens in a gallon.
Yeah,
that was a whole
it
deal.
was.
Well, Freaknik was enough. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah,
Like,
Freaknik was a worldwide tour.
Yeah.
Kappa was
man,
like
that
a
was,
Texas.
that was like in Atlanta, South Carolina, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Texas was Kappa. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yes.
Austin. Because Texas is just as big as all them states put together
Yeah.
almost. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, so you're gonna see slabs, you're gonna see all kinds of it's the stuff that you saw at Freaknik. That's what happened at Kappa, and it was just, it was going down.
Gotcha.
Yeah, right on the
All
beach,
right,
too.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about the YNs?
The young fools.
Ain't got no kind of goal. They ain't trying to just, I don't know. They just
Where did it go wrong?
It's never been right. It can't go wrong.
No, I think it's too many households now without daddies.
But I'm saying it's the 90s kids that's basically raising these we almost at the 90s kids. Like at my age, to where they kids coming up to where they cutting up. Is it us?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, because it got to be us.
I'm telling you,
that's
bro,
producing.
I didn't say this on previous podcast. Bro, it's us.
It got to be us.
It's us. It's us. It ain't nobody fault. These kids wild. It ain't their fault.
You can't blame the 80s.
These kids no
you can't
more.
blame the people in the 80s. You can't blame. It's the 90s. It's us. It's because we was up next, and this is what we produce. Because it's only getting worse.
Yeah.
And so that means, because our kids, because technically people who had kids around my age, their kids coming up to be 19, 18 years old, 17. So it's them.
I mean,
and they outside.
You just gotta. I mean, everybody. I mean, I'm outside. I don't want to call you miss, but you outside.
Don't call me miss, please.
Ron is outside. I'm outside. You don't need to be outside.
I ain't outside. I don't want no parts in there. I'm good, man.
It is what it is. It's going down outside.
But let's go and tap into them cards because we are out of the clock. Let's go and have you can pull out the middle of that stack. So what we do is you pull a card, you read it, you answer it, pass it off, and we go back around. Then he pull a card, then I pull a card. Same thing.
Okay.
So probably grab between the middle of the deck because people will be stacking them back on top, and we be getting asked the same questions.
Okay. What's the craziest thing that has happened to you?
Well, I just kind of asked that question. You want to put another one? You put another.
Okay, I didn't realize I had to. Ooh, what's the most hurtful thing someone ever told you?
Got it wrong with it.
Oh, most hurtful. Okay. The most hurtful thing that someone has ever said is, since we being honest, uh, my kid's daddy said that my son wasn't his.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I don't mean to laugh, but you laugh.
Yeah. Nah, Pat,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, was that during an argument, or was that just like he just said?
He actually told people. He said
Uh,
he said my son was too dark, and he said he don't know where he got those eyes from.
mm, yeah.
Man.
And then you got to sit around here and explain that he is. I ain't been with nobody. Yeah, that's tough.
Oh, he asked for a blood test on all of them, for all of them to be his, but it's all good.
Have you got past it?
Yeah.
I don't think you got past it.
For real. But I mean, you should be holding your cup in the air and saying, yeah,
but
it's me.
I mean, it's really insulting because why we got 3 kids together? Why am I pinning the kids on you? I mean, like, what am I winning?
Yeah, for real.
You know, if it's somebody else, let me go after whoever.
You feel like he was being
What do you do when you prove that point though? I mean, do you celebrate in his face, or do you just be like, go on, nigga? I mean,
then it changed. I mean, you know, you was just tripping. Yeah.
Are y'all cool now? Mm-mm. I already know.
I mean, it's a 3-piece. I mean, y'all
not cool now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel you.
I can get that. What you got, Joseph?
It happens. Oh,
Okay.
man.
Nothing. I'm gonna leave that.
What's the most hurtful thing someone ever told you? Man, I mean, people be saying all kind of stuff when they be mad. I'm just gonna say, probably when I went to jail. Had to call my grandma. I knew she was hurt.
Yeah. Let me see that.
I'm gonna say, yeah. That's what it was. It really wasn't that said. It just was, I called my grandma. I was just like, man, I'm in jail. And she was like, you in jail? And I was like, yeah. She was like, why you in jail? I was like, man, I had some weed in the car. She said, you smoke weed? I was just like, no. She was like, oh, you stupid. I was just like, damn, like, I was hurt. I was like, man, I am stupid. I'm in jail with somebody else's weed. Damn, that was hurt.
Dad, you hung the phone up in your feelings.
I said, well, you gonna come get me out?
No.
I remember I said, that ain't where my mama at. And she was like, I don't know. We finna come get you though.
Damn, you hung the phone up and started thinking about it.
Yeah, I was sitting there like, man, I'm finna be on papers. That would eat my weed. I don't even smoke weed. This can't be life. That's the only thing. That was the only time I really been hurt. Based off some words. I was like, man, I let her down, bro. My grandma didn't know I was out here living like that.
I'd say for me, I got a few times. But I guess the most time probably be when my grandma came to the hospital. I had just got robbed. And I made it out successfully. I barely.
You talking about being robbed?
Yeah. This is when I had to get the stitches in my head and my jaw wide and all the XYZ. And I can't remember if it was my grandma or my mama, but my grandma is who affected me. But they came in the hospital and said something similar to "I told you so," or like "I told you." And my mama had a problem taking my money. That was one. But my grandma, I believe my grandma said. Now my mama said I told you. So one of the two said I told you so. And I just went, hey, well, I cussed both of them out and went to tears.
Let me ask you, are you over it?
What you mean, like as far as?
Do you feel better about? Like, are you in a better space behind?
I've always been in a better space, but I mean, I've had way more letdowns than that. That's just one that stuck with me from my grandma. I mean, you done been in the car with my grandma that made me cry. So I mean,
yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm gonna tell both of y'all, I need to forget these people. Yeah. I need to forget these people.
Yeah,
hey, y'all need to forget some people. I've been on a walker doing better in life.
Joe, I'm always telling you to give somebody. How is you trying to tell me to forgive somebody? You healing. You're not healed.
Healed.
You're healing.
Let me tell you something. I'm the type of person, somebody made me there today. I ain't say nothing back. Somebody text me and said, F you today. The old Joe would have been there. I said, where you at? Then I caught myself, quit texting.
Yeah. I've been trying to tell you to stop doing that shit for the longest.
I would have pulled up, bro.
But I'm saying, what's the difference between me been telling you this shit for the longest? Hey, nah, bro, I'll chill if don't do that. Now you chilling, and now you saying you healed. No, nigga, you're healing.
No, I'm healed.
All right.
You have to speak it into existence.
You right.
You have to. You're right. To be honest, I'm not gonna take your shine.
No, it ain't no.
You feel good about that?
Nah, I'm just saying. Hey,
not real talk. Nah, for real. Like
it take time.
Yeah, it take time. Like I'm at a point now. I just don't be.
So you start noticing it.
Yeah, and I guess that's why I also that go back in the high blunt. I didn't got like. I just tell people straight up.
Exactly.
I ain't worried about none of that. We ain't gotta be cool no more. I don't care about you being offended.
Hello,
in my life. I ain't even.
Hello.
Once you sit down with me, you in my time. I don't have to be here.
Nah, I'm a whole ass nigga. See what I'm saying?
I've been with you,
bro. I've been telling people my whole life how I feel. No filter. Nobody gets me. I'm too vocal. Now this man just said, man, I just tell people how it is. Now you feel good. Now you feel good.
People don't like real.
They do not like.
They say they like real.
Let me tell you something. Everybody like real until it's their turn. Everybody, think about it. Your friend gonna love when you telling other people about themselves. Man, he's so real. He always keeping it 100. But when I gotta tell you about yourself, now it's a problem.
Yeah.
Now it's
you didn't have to say that.
You didn't have to say it like that. I thought we were better than that. I told somebody today, and I hope they see this. I said, man, I fuck with everybody from a distance. Yeah. That motherfucker got mad for real.
Mm-hmm.
Text me and said, keep that same energy. Mm-hmm. Okay, I got it.
Hey, tap into that right there. That. Because I got these over here.
I can't even pick them up with these gloves.
Yeah. Like you've been rolling down car windows with your fingers. Gloves,
man, I told you it's about 30 degrees outside. You see Drake. You know what? This is really Drake inspired.
Okay.
Tootsie Slide.
Not right now, bro.
Nah,
not right now. You know what them is? That is where you taking this too.
Step into
it. Which ones you pick them up? Pass them to me because these are lying on top. These ain't all the cars. Pass them over. I think them cars we didn't use. Yeah,
I like this question. I'm gonna ride with it too.
Go ahead.
What would you say your truth is? Hold on. I'm not slow.
Find it.
What would you say your truth is if you could simplify it in one sentence? What would you say your truth is if you could simplify it in one sentence? My truth, I can simplify in one sentence. Real deal. Real deal. You get exactly what you. Now I say you get exactly what you get. I'm gonna give you whatever you want. Real deal. Give you what you want. I'm not trying to impress you. I love me. I'm not looking for no praises.
Let me see that. I don't know what this is. I this is a little too advanced for me. What should you say your truth is? What would you say your truth is if you could simplify it into one sentence? My truth. I don't know. I can't give it a name. I mean, one sentence. I don't know. It's a tough one for me.
Real deal number 2.
Well, I could be the real deal number 2, but I mean,
I'll be real deal number 2. You be real deal number 1. I'll be number 2.
I mean, shit. I can't say. I don't know, man. Living in the moment, bro. I don't know. Shit.
Moment for life.
The moment for life. Nicki Minaj. Shit.
Oh wow.
I don't know. That's how. I mean, I ain't really got too much on this one. I don't know. To live in my truth. I mean, I've been living the truth for my whole life. I mean, shit. It's been me and my old lady. We've been doing our thing. It's sunny or rain. Shit. It's been us, and I ain't never had a signal SOS sign for help, and you know what I'm saying? So I mean, shit. I mean, my truth is basically what people see. I don't know. I'm lost on that. I ain't got a good answer for that one.
You ain't got it.
I ain't gonna try to find it. I don't know.
I guess my truth is that, I done made some mistakes. I done learned from them, and shoot, it is what it is. You either like it or love it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's a good
or answer. Love me or hate me. Shit.
Yeah. Nah, I don't need that. No. Let that go. Let me shuffle these up real quick. I'm gonna go snatch one on top. See what we got. Oh, I didn't cut. We already did that one. We did this one. I think this is the wrong stack. Let's see. I'm telling you, we didn't did these. Okay. I don't think we done this one. What's one concept that you've never understood? The ghetto. How we label ourselves. I ain't never understood the image. Or how we maneuver and what we expect from each other. Everybody act a certain way because a rapper say some shit. I don't understand the concept of how we adapt to situations versus going against it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I pretty much got on them. I don't know.
The answer was vague.
I don't know, bro. I don't really got an answer for them hoes tonight, bro. Gotcha. I don't know.
What's one concept that you never understood? Oh man, religion.
I don't.
I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't be understand why they supposed to be at their church and lying.
Yeah, that's
you be down there at their church and you cutting up. You can just cut up. You ain't gotta go to church and cut up. You ain't gotta be a pastor if you know you want to sleep around. You ain't gotta be singing in the choir and you gay. Like
you could have just kept.
Nah, I'm taking it there. You ain't gotta do none of that shit. I mean, that stuff y'all out here doing in that church. And
so what is the concept that you don't understand? Like
that. Like I thought you were saved. Are you getting saved?
So is it when they walk out of church and they start doing all this stuff, or is it just?
I feel like if you witnessing it for the Lord, you supposed to be a higher being. Now you can make mistakes. I'm not telling you don't make mistakes, but I'm
saying if you the pastor, don't be sleeping, don't have.
What about the people that's
don't be out here
too though?
And but I'm talking about them people who be like in that position, but then they'll talk about me.
Yeah.
They'll see me and be like, he ain't nothing.
You're supposed to be most high. You're supposed to be most high.
But you still up here doing this, or you got your kids doing that. Like you shouldn't say nothing. Just sit back and shut up.
Yeah.
Come to church and go home, bro. You ain't got to be up here there and doing that and doing this and talking like that. Just stay out. Tell you something.
Stay out the way.
Stay out the way. Play your position, man. Your position is to be a pastor. Get up here and read that Bible, bro, and shut up.
Yeah. You look tough.
I'm just there now. I'm sorry.
Nah,
I be telling people.
I feel what you're saying. I don't know. You got it. I'm lost on mine. I don't know.
A concept that I never understood is people who are haters. Why are you talking down on somebody else's name? And
I can give you an answer for that.
Okay.
So this is her question.
I mean, she was answered. I was saying like I was coming back on the back door, but you got it. I was coming on the back door.
I was just saying I never understood that. Just
and
we all got 24 hours in a day. Get out and get it. I mean, why am I gonna talk about somebody else and mad at what they got going on when I can get out and do the same thing?
And what I'm saying, the answer to that is, I feel like people look at other people and try to figure out like why you, or know what I'm saying, or why does it work for you? Or if I said it didn't work and then it worked for you, oh well shit, you just went about it and did something, you didn't get it this way. Or people look at you and they got to live up to your standards if they're around you. And so they rather downplay you than join your happiness or your success. And that to me, yeah, I mean that's pretty much where I get the hating from. I think it's just a comparison thing. Just, you know what I'm saying, a position you in, that's where the hate come from. Or some people just might be dry hate, you know what I'm saying? They don't like your hurt. Just anything to bring them joy. You know what I'm saying? In the midst of your happiness.
How can you get joy from tearing somebody else down?
Yeah, like what type of person you got to be to feel good by saying?
Yeah.
I mean, think about Facebook. I mean, you say it in a jokingly manner.
It's hating.
Yeah.
It's hating. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't even understand why people are on Facebook unless you got a business.
But listen though, just listen though. You get more likes on Facebook behind saying something. You get more likes, period, behind mess. What is mess? Yeah. Mess is majority of something talking down on the situation. Like just say it's a video.
That's just
how life works. And let me tell you something about mess. Most people that mess it can't fight.
Yeah, and then too, you got most people that's
And this
messing.
is why I
Like I
have
say,
to leave here and go do what I gotta do.
it's a life thing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when you get on Facebook, if you say something positive or you like how you know what I'm saying, you give information. Of course, you're gonna get some likes, but are you getting 5,000 likes
Nope,
for
but if I
need to
got-
know information?
Nah.
Now, if you get on there and say, "I will F this B," and
Now, if you get on there and
such,
say such credit bad, you're gonna get a bunch of likes.
you gonna get a bunch of likes, man.
What? Get on there and say Joe
Yeah.
credit bad. This man shit is 450.
Yeah, he think he finna get
Jordan.
Yeah.
Get on comment on somebody's thing. You gonna have a bunch of little laughing faces and all that. Cause people feed off of that.
That's what it is. Screenshot it and everything.
Yeah, people feed off that. Let me tell you something. People like what they can talk about.
Yeah.
You can't. It's hard to tell somebody that somebody
people
doing
like
good.
to talk about people.
No, not that. Not even just that. It's hard to tell somebody doing good.
Yeah,
it's hard for me to call you and tell you, hey, I seen LaRon post it. You know, she talking about giving game on doing this. But it's easier for me to call you and say, hey, I seen LaRon over here at the store and her hair was nappy today and woo and this and that. I'm just throwing an example. I'm not but that's how people do, bro. It ain't just hating people. It's easier. It's people. That's why I've been and said in the previous thing where I say, bro, I don't answer the phone. I don't talk to people because I don't want to hear none of that.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear none of that. I don't care what nobody got going.
But to me, that's where hating come from. I mean, it's just a sense of, man, people don't like to see people succeed. And
why is that?
I have no idea.
I know why it is.
It's people quit. People quit a lot.
I've been figured it out.
People
don't want, when you know yourself, they hate you. Yeah. When you think about it, when you wake up in the morning and you know, let me tell you something. You only cocky to somebody who ain't got it.
Mm-hmm.
If you got it and they got it, like for me, when I meet people who got the same energy I got, we be vibing. But when I meet somebody who ain't got my energy, we don't vibe.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. People don't like what they can't. But people don't like you when you can't touch you.
I do think people take hating the wrong way too, though, because you can tell somebody about themselves, and that's a form of hating to them. When it's really, I'm really trying to tell you the truth,
right?
And you taking it as I'm basically nitpicking at your lifestyle. I'm nitpicking at the person that you are. Nah, I'm trying to help you see what you don't see.
Yeah, but make you do better.
Yeah. Like I say, it's different forms of hating, man. But to me,
about for real hate.
That's what I'm saying. But for me, hate, the actual meaning of hating, it kind of go deep into the mind. And like I say, as far as black people, man, they got really the most hating on their own community. It's a crab in the bucket mindset. I mean, it's so much hate to where they gonna hate you until you actually blow. And once you blow, they don't remember the hate. You know what I'm saying? It's all cheers and joys. And then once you see them and you remember how they talked about you or anything like that, and you give them a cold shoulder, now they back to hating you. But they was uplifting you, trying to get in your corner. Or, you know what I'm saying? It's.
I don't think it's like that. I feel like, to think about it, when you get to winning too much, they're gonna start hating you. If you win constantly, bro, somebody waiting on you to fall. That winning, that nonstop winning. Think about it. If you think about Jordan, man, they got time about Jordan ain't that good. He need the Bulls. But at one point in time, Jordan was good. But when he got so good, he kept winning. They kept talking about he can't do it without Scotty. He can't do it without Rob. Why it can't just be he did it?
Yeah.
Don't nobody want. I'm telling you, bro. I didn't come to conclude. I might be wrong. But my mindset, is that people don't like you when they can't touch you. And when I say touch you, it ain't necessarily physical.
And there was most of me not trying to bring light to myself on that hating shit. But it's kind of the same sense.
Do you feel like you're being hated on?
Hated on my whole life.
Got you.
I got a whole side of town that don't like me, just of me being myself, or me being the person that I am, and having the things that I have in life.
Mask and put your gloves on, man.
Nah, I'd rather put my high shoes on and kick my feet up and keep enjoying life. But nah, man, it comes from a sense of hating. Then not only that, but you have a friend that actually agrees with your hate, and it becomes a plague. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of people that team up, and now you got Avengers after you. You know what I'm saying? You the villain, and it's a clique full of people that think they're heroes coming to kick your ass. In reality, you wasn't in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? Just like how you say you always paint yourself as the villain. I mean, shit, it's a group of niggas that think they're heroes coming to kick your ass, and you really wasn't wrong in the situation. They just got time today, and they want to pick on you. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit, man. I can go on and go on for hate, man, but the most thing about hate is your old lady is at home agreeing with you when you are hating on somebody, or when you got a group of men come up. Let's just say somebody get robbed today. You went home and told your lady, "Oh yeah, I just jacked this nigga. I just such." Do you honestly think she said, "Babe, I don't think you should be doing that"? No, she was happy just like you was. And she said, "Oh, my baby left the house with that mask on today. I pray he make it back home safe." But you know he going out to hate, you know what I'm saying? To hate and hurt on somebody. Know what I'm saying? Because you know he said before he went and hit that lick, he said, "Yeah, that whole ass nigga don't deserve it." Or he said, "What is that called? Your boyfriend is the biggest hater of them all." Know what I'm saying? That's what a real hater is. Like I said, I can go into detail what a hater is, man. But it's gonna step on so many toes where I don't care. Because if you pay attention outside, majority of the people that you know are haters without being hated because of their actions.
Man, I'm just gonna say this. Wednesday told me say whatever.
Most definitely. Hell yeah.
I don't care. I'll tell you who a hater. I talk about my biggest hater right now.
I mean,
he ain't gonna do nothing.
No.
No, but they ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, I mean, in that sense, I'm not worried about nobody doing nothing. I'm just saying I would wish people would just recognize what they giving versus what they think what they saying they giving.
I don't want you to recognize. I want to teach you.
That's what I'm saying. You trying to teach somebody out the blue. I'm saying, nigga, they need to sit down and learn in their own group. It's 12, 16 niggas sitting right here at this table. Everybody's agreeing to the same thing. Ain't nobody threw their hand up and say, "Nah, I don't think that's it, bro."
Nah, you right. I feel.
Know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody saying.
I'm just talking.
Yeah, know what I'm saying? You know me. If we on the phone and you call me, I'm saying, "Oh, nah, I don't think that's it." But if we was in a group, everybody gonna be like, "Man, hell yeah, Joe," and I'm saying.
But this thing about it though, I'm gonna tell you something different between that. I ain't gonna be in no group getting no opinion. Not with no bunch of niggas at that.
Yeah, but we did used to be in the whole house together with about 15, 17 niggas in the house. Everybody was down to go to Taco Bell and whoop kick a niggas from Harvard's ass. You know what I'm saying? Or we was down to go outside in the middle of your road and kick and punch and, you know what I'm saying? But that's a lot of, I'm just saying that's a lot of testosterone though. You know what I'm saying? That's young kids.
Man, that's just being young, man.
But everybody was outside, didn't nobody say no.
You ain't know no better.
Nah, y'all niggas, we knew.
I ain't no better. I thought that was right
yeah,
there.
man, not to prolong this conversation. But yeah, LaRon, you got anything else? Did we miss anything? No. Yeah, I know we get off tough. We don't get to talking deep. This is at home for us. We get to talk.
Yeah, hey,
they like the bullshit.
They
like the bullshit, but we want to bring some insight to you. Give you a platform to tell the world some stuff they need to know. Like I said, I took some time to look at your Facebook. I was highly impressed. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
I like to see black women doing what they're supposed to do.
Thank you.
So keep it up. Keep doing it. How can people find you?
They can find me at 411 North Fredonia, which is my office location. They can give me a call, 833-244-7323. Find me on the book, Chadwick Financial Solutions, and they can hit me up, schedule a telephone consultation, and I can hook them up with that credit.
Gotcha.
Straight up.
Are you charging for that?
Oh, yes.
Gotcha. Do not call unless you're going to pay.
Do we have a set fee or is it different pricing depending on how it looks?
Depends on the situation.
No, I have. I do have 3 different programs.
Mm-hmm.
I have a basic, and then I have a more advanced that, if you really need some stuff done you got some pretty bad stuff going on, and then I have a home buyers program. So I have 3 different levels. Then I also, like I said, offer budgeting sessions.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. See now, yeah.
Budgeting, and I help people to set up their business and stuff. Too.
Okay.
Gotcha. I'm reason why I was asking questions. Yeah, I'm trying to. I really feel like my I hate to say my white homeboy, but he was telling me how I need to get an account and just let them teach you how to run your life.
Yeah,
I done had like 3 white people tell me. I hate to say that. Because then they put an emphasis on color. So keep doing what you're doing, because I feel like black people, we're not doing that.
Yeah, we need it.
We're not doing that.
You know what? Before you hear that, man, give the people something that they should, some advice that they can use as far as the young crowd.
She done told us, quit going out here buying everything new.
Yeah.
Quit trying to keep up.
Yeah, we need to start thinking about our future. and what we want to do. You can have all of that you want, but get you a game plan. If you're gonna be a content creator, be serious about it and go all in, and do what it do. Do what it got to do to make some money, and not just spend money.
What's a good age to start reaching it? Start going for that.
But going for
everything for the dream.
Whenever you can start as young as you want to. You whatever you want to do. If you got whatever kind of business, I've seen entrepreneurs of all ages. You can start a business at any age. So
do you believe in the club in your 20s and find it in your 30s, or do you believe in grinding your 20s and success in your 30s?
Well, you can still have fun in your 20s, and you can still have fun. And the thing is, even if you out wilding and doing whatever you want to clubbing, if you take $100 a month in your 20s and let it build up, shoot, you already done that.
You're right.
If you wait till you get in your 30s, you're gonna have to put aside more money.
That's one more thing I forgot to ask before we get up off here. Do you have any programs or any suggestions on basically like your putting back for your kids, like the 529 plan for the kids and stuff like that?
So, that's one of those things. Everybody's situation is different.
Yeah.
You just need to save. Start somewhere. I think sometimes we think that we can't do anything until we reach a certain level. I tell my clients, especially somebody who's not used to saving, even if when you do your budget and you got $1,000 left over of free money that you can do whatever you want to, and that's all you've already paid all your bills, all your wilding out, whatever. It's $1,000 free and clear. I would not suggest putting start saying you're gonna save $1,000 or even $500. People look at me like I'm crazy when I say that. No, start with $25.
Yeah.
The reason I say $25 a pay period is because $25 you're not gonna miss. You can go to Wingstop and spend $25 just like that. So start with $25 because you're not gonna miss it. And after you've gotten that under your belt, then up it to 50. Then up it. Keep slowly upping it, because if you jump out there with some big, when life start lifing, because soon as you start, I'm gonna save $1,000, I got it. Then that's when you're gonna need new tires. Then you're gonna need an alternator, all of that all at once, and you ain't gonna be able to keep it up.
One more thing. Give me some on how to build my credit if I'm new with this credit card and I'm trying to get my credit up. What's something credit card I can use, or something I can get into, like furniture or something in that nature to help build it?
No, always Visa, MasterCard, American Express. If you don't have any credit, just apply for a Discover, Capital One, any credit card, a major credit card, Visa, American Express, Discover, MasterCard. Apply for one of them. If you get denied, then do a secured card.
Okay.
A secured card, you can easily do Open Sky. It's a $200 deposit. And that $200 is also your credit line. What I tell people to do, whether you get approved for a secured or whether you get approved for a regular credit card flat out, once you get the credit card, put something small on it that's $20 or $30 or less that you already pay for, be it Netflix, Hulu, Stars, Apple Music. Put something on there, $30, I really say $20 or less, and set the card up on auto pay. Put the card up or cut it up if you think you're not gonna be able to handle that, and don't use it for nothing else, and you'll have good credit in no time.
What do you think about CDs?
CDs is okay if you trying to just be, safe, and no risk. But if you in it for the long haul, then start researching on stocks. And do a little bit at a time. People that do stocks, you're gonna lose money. No, it's not one of those things. This is a long-term investment. This, and you put it in for, we not day trading.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I feel. Yeah, man, that's all I got, man. I feel like I've been questioning a lot here today,
oh no,
man.
I don't mind it at all.
Yeah, man, I really enjoy having you on. I appreciate all the knowledge you gave, too, especially in the finance world. I feel like this is something we need most definitely as far as we get into the future. Because, I mean, thinking in today's time, I mean, everybody just kind of running with their head cut off and just running in the credit left and right. And they not looking at the long haul of their credit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as, like you say, when you get your house, you get all this. I forgot to ask you, 30 or the 15-year plan?
I say do 30, but you can still pay it off in 15, even if you do do the 30. Because if you do the 15 and then life start life and then job situation change, then you still gonna have that same note, but you can still pay it off in 15 with a 30-year note.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah, smaller note and just go on and pay it in 15.
I think that's all the advice I think that's all the questions I got for my
One
curiosity.
thing that I just want to throw in there too, with if you have good credit, you can do so many different things other than just buying a house. You know, you can start a business, or if you want to buy a house or investment property and set it up as an Airbnb, you know, you can use your good credit to furnish the house. Or if you thinking about flipping properties, you got good credit, then you can take one of your high limit credit cards and use that to, you know, renovate the house and buy the supplies that you need for the house to flip it. You know, it's all kinds of things that you can do, but you got to have good credit first in order to do those things.
So with that good credit, like you say, so let's just say I got good credit, I got my credit up, I got a little cash, I say like $10,000. Should I go to the bank, open up a business account, wait a little bit, ask for a business loan, or should I start investing with my $10,000?
Well, it just depends on what you're trying to do. If you know that you can flip that without getting a business loan, but if you're doing something like trucking and you're gonna need a business loan, then yeah, I would say leave the money in there and then get a loan through the either the bank or through the SBA and do what it do.
Okay, so yeah, basically just look for the business, you know what I'm saying, build the business, you know what I'm saying, get it together, get that 10,000, open that account up, you know what I'm saying, present the 10,000, maybe put it in there, you know what I'm saying, either or. And basically try to grow with your business, and then if it don't work out, do you basically get a loan then, or try to help better push it if the 10,000 not turning, or do you kind of just like fall off on it, or do you?
Well, I think a lot of times we don't have a strategy when we go into business, and we just okay. I'm gonna get this truck, and you know we don't have realistic expectations. What I see a lot of times with people when they start a business, I'm just gonna say her business. They say, okay, I'm gonna sell these bundles. I've been working on this bundle business, saving up to buy the bundles for 6 months. I ain't told not one soul what I'm doing. I ain't made no Facebook page. I ain't did nothing. And then soon as I'm finally ready and I got my website, and then I post on Facebook on my personal page, hey y'all, I got LaRon's hair bundles. And then 2 days later, then 2 days later, I'm talking about, don't nobody support me. I mean, I have no marketing strategy, you know, and even at the end of the day, if all of my friends and family bought bundles, I must don't want to be rich because
you only depending on the in-house dollar.
Yeah, I'm depending on, you know, my 20 aunts and cousins and stuff to buy bundles. They can't buy bundles every single day of the month. I mean, and I try to tell people, do you see McDonald's, Walmart, Pepsi, anybody talking about my family don't support me?
That's how I look at this podcast. I mean, I don't never look at the in-house of the city. I look at strangers. You know what I'm saying? That's where your money come in. Because if that's the case, I'm depending on my hometown to give me my views every week. That's retarded. You know
it's billions of people out here.
Exactly.
So yeah, we jump into stuff and don't have a real strategy when you need to sit down and really think, okay, and then know what it's gonna take to get from point A to point B, and use the money that, you know, I may have a good week selling my bundles and I done made $10,000 on my bundles. Well, that does not mean that I spend the $10,000 and go on a trip and treat all my, you know, friends and we brunching and all of that. I need to be putting that $10,000 back into the business. But
you stay in the rotation.
Yeah, and you know, instead of building it up, and then by, you know, getting brand ambassadors and all of that to keep promoting my business all over the place, but we don't have a plan or strategy or none of that, and I can help with that too. But you know, we need to have a plan. We just do stuff and then wonder why it didn't work out how we thought.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that good insight, man. I know you gonna reach the stars in the near future. We would love to have you back if you come. Talk about all your new success and, you know, lifting, you know what I'm saying, going to new heights and everything.
Yeah, will you bring me back when Joe, when he get that real estate going?
Oh yeah,
you
most
know?
definitely.
Yeah, so we can talk about this real estate world.
I'm gonna get it together 2025.
Yeah.
That's the first thing on the list.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it together.
You want me to jump in there with you? As far as when you go take the test, I can kidnap the person.
Are we recording?